We are live. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and it is Friday. Hey! Fortune Cookie Friday to be exact. And this is our 559th episode of the show where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical, tactical way and trying to work crazy hours and bring value to the customer without working crazy hours. And have a little fun along the way so we get home to our family and friends and enjoy the weekend. That's why we celebrate Fridays. Gonna be a short show, a couple things. I'm gonna talk about cameras, multitasking, and fortune cookies. Yay! So a couple good pieces of news. I had two coachees that recently found new jobs, which is good. And I think they gave me feedback saying that I was coaching them on more agile thinking and how to think of the responses in an agile way. And I think that helped them land the jobs, right? Not just what the book says, but why is it that you do that? And when they ask your question, if you have the agile mindset and you have your tools like Scrum, Kanban, any one of these frameworks, XP, and just how we handle and manage our day, it helps you answer those questions. And I think that helped them. But I just want to celebrate and say I'm very happy for two of my coaches that just landed two new jobs. I have one coach, he's still trying to, but I think we got to talk about it from a different angle, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, so multitasking cameras. So cameras. So one of the things I found out is I was trying to rush. I started my new job, right? And I'm working my butt off to try to keep up, do stuff, absorb stuff, do things at the same time, attend meetings, listen to what's going on. And you know what? I'm being silly. I'm trying to multitask during some of these meetings, catching myself doing bad habits. And I'm like, oh God, I got to stop this. And I even apologized to one of the Scrum Masters because he had a bad habit. I had a bad habit. And we both agreed, it's everybody does. It's like, yeah, I know, but I got to break it. So one of the things I do when I communicate that way, I say, yeah, I admit that that's not good. And then I admit that I need to fix that. And I express that to people I coach because I want them to understand it's important. And then I got to do it too. And I asked them, actually, if you catch me doing it, please let me know. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm in a meeting. And guess what? I'm typing on the computer, and I don't realize that my volume is my mute. I wasn't muted too, right? So I'm like, God, I wonder what it sounds like on the other side. So one of the things, it's okay. Sometimes you got to answer and you do some stuff during some meetings. Problem is the meetings probably aren't run very well, and is why you're doing that in the first place. But it wasn't my meeting, and I just called myself. So I just got to come up with a way of saying, you know what? If I'm going to do something else, I'll make sure my video is off, I'm muted, and then do it. But even if I do it, I don't really want to do it. If I really need to do something else, then I need to be in the other meeting, and I'll just say, I'll just drop out of the meeting and go do it. But I don't want to give the notion that I am there when you see the Zoom and you have the little, Brady Bunch type thing going on, right? We should call it the Brady Bunch screen. So on the Brady Bunch screen, if anybody knows that, it's kind of dated. You have all these people in there, and really you're better off just, if you're not going to be paying attention, just bowing out of the meeting and not being a part of it, because otherwise I think you're actually participating, paying attention. And it's better off to bow out than it is to stay in there. And then maybe you realize, oh my God, what's going on in this meeting? Why is everybody bailing out? Because they're not getting anything from the meeting. So there's something to think about from a facilitation standpoint, from a personal perspective, because it's not right to not pay attention while other people are talking. But again, it's not right for them to produce a meeting that's just not what you're there for. And sometimes you just don't go, and I do that. So that's just something I want to note, that I've done that. Just everybody does it. The question is, can you catch yourself and correct your bad habits? Now, the other one was the camera. So I'm in a daily Scrum. I noticed nobody else has their camera on, right? It's all just the little names on there. But I had my camera on. And then I thought to myself, okay, shoot. I am just, that visual representation is me invading their daily Scrum. Because I was doing something different. And it's not my job to encourage the teams to do visual. It's my job to talk to the Scrum Master to encourage them to do visual and find out more about how it's operating. But it's not my job to take over the Scrum Master's job to help increase communications among the team. So just be mindful when you're in these situations as an Agile coach, and myself as an Agile coach, that you're not dominating the visual, the situation, by being the only one on camera. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And in real fact, I would agree that if you have a group, have a team norm. Is everybody going to be on the camera, or is everybody not going to be on the camera? And someone was, I forgot who said it, but they said something about doing retrospectives. Either everybody's in person or everybody's remote in retrospectives. You can't have a combination of one or other, because then it makes people feel bad. So the same thing goes with the camera. Kind of go, are we all going to be on the camera, or are we going to have times when we're on the camera, right? I don't see why a daily scrum everybody can't be on camera, but that's something the team has to establish. And as an Agile coach, I just have to be mindful of that. And I have to set up connections and with the Scrum Master. They probably didn't realize what was going on. I realized it because I've been doing this for a while, and I understand the subtleties of the situation. But I have to keep an eye out for that. So there's a couple things just recommending, just thinking about for meetings. Don't be jumping in a meeting with your camera on if no one else is in there with their camera on. Maybe go on first, quiet with your name, and then see how many people put their camera on. Then you go put your camera on. But sometimes I know it's just what it is. And then the other thing is, make sure you're not multitasking. If you're multitasking, maybe you shouldn't be in that meeting and wasting your time, because there's not enough time. And what do we talk about? We want to free up time so you get home to your family and friends. So if you really have something more important to do, one, I'd question the meeting and the content, and two, maybe you should be doing that, right? And maybe you should be reaching out to your Scrum Masters, and the Scrum Master should be reaching out to people. It's like, okay, everybody's multitasking. What's going wrong with this meeting? And why is everybody multitasking? What's causing that situation? And I had to do self-reflection on myself and why I'm doing it too. So that's my little talk for today. Now we're going to do Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay! So let's see. Who knows what this... Let's wrap this up in a fortune cookie. And I am dealing with Agile accountants. They're coming out of the woodwork, man. Oh my, they coming out. They're hiding, but they're coming. I see them coming. And I'm telling them, oh, by the way, an Agile accountant's going to come out and tell you to do this, and then they're going to tell you to do that. And they look at me like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, trust me. They're coming. They're just quietly hiding in the gopher hole. All right, here's the fortune cookie, right? So we're doing the fortune cookie. I'll take my glasses off so I can read it. How about another fortune? That'd be nice. Okay. One that would have the fruit must climb the tree. Huh. One that would have the fruit must climb the tree. That kind of goes right with what our conversation, my opinion, right? Feel free to comment in there if you think what this has applies to Agile. My opinion is, one that would have the fruit must climb the tree. So if I want people to communicate and work together and pay attention during the meetings and have right meetings, then I got to do the same thing. I got to pay attention to meetings, because if I'm not paying attention in the meetings, then how can I expect anybody else to pay attention to meetings? And you got to build meetings in a way that people will pay attention. So basically, if you want it, you got to do it yourself, basically. And you got to show them, I'm going to go get the fruit. I'm going to climb the tree. I'm going to go get the fruit. There, I'm going to eat the fruit. Then they're like, oh my God, he just climbed the fruit. And climb the tree. So that's what I have for today. I wish you all best. Have a happy Friday. Please give us a thumbs up. Take it easy. Enjoy. And think about those meetings, right? Ring the bell when you want to get noticed when we go live. And think about those meetings when you're attending. Are you paying attention? Why aren't you paying attention? If you're not going to pay attention, either go do something else, or to ask yourself, why am I not paying attention? What is wrong with this meeting that no one in this room is paying attention to what's going on? Something to think about. All right. Take care. Enjoy. Have a great Friday. See you Saturday.